Welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into the ultimate sausage cornbread dressing recipe that will impress your family and friends. A lot of people struggle with getting the right texture for your cornbread when making cornbread dressing. Some people like it soft and mushy, and some people like it a mixture between soft and mushy, and some people like it nicely chunked. But today I am making it just in the middle, not too chunky and not too smooth. So I am breaking up the cornbread quite a bit, leaving some large chunks in it. The best cornbread to use is a skillet cornbread where you have nice crust so that when it bakes, it's amazing inside. It's not mushy and it still has some crust. So we're going in with some sausages. These are 4 Italian sausages that I've removed the casing off of. And because it is pork sausage, I am not going to add any oil to this or any butter, but rather I am just rendering the fat, allow the liquids to burn off and leave the fat, and then we're going to add some extra fat to this. If you add oil to this right now, it's going to be a bit too oily in the end, and you don't want that. Allow this to simmer and brown until it gets to this and it begins to crust at the bottom, so we know the fat at the bottom has been rendered. So I'm adding a little piece of butter to this. Normally when I make cornbread dressing, as you can see another recipe right up there, you can check that out, I added a lot of butter because there was no meat in it and there was no fat to render. So I've added butter to give it some extra fat, and now we're going to build on our flavors. We're adding onions and celery, nicely diced. And let's mix this in and allow it to soften up for just a little bit. Let's add some extra flavor by adding some fresh thyme and some Italian seasoning. There's not much to a cornbread dressing, but I can guarantee you it's going to be one of the best things on your Thanksgiving table. So allow this to fry up just a little bit. I'm adding 1 Maggie cube. You can add just bouillon powder. And we're going in with our chicken stock. I'm adding some paprika for color. Let's add some salt to bring everything together. If you are making cornbread dressing, you want to make your cornbread ahead of time. I made this cornbread about 5 hours ago and it's still nice and crisp because it's a skillet cornbread. You will find the recipe in the description box for the cornbread as well. Let's allow this to simmer and reduce for about 15 minutes and it is ready. Pour this over your cornbread. Add some fresh parsley, and you want to soak the cornbread in these amazing juices. The goal is not to mash up or mush up everything. It's to make sure that I have a really good balance with the texture of the cornbread. Not too chunky and not too smooth. And the sausages, I didn't break it up too much. I wanted some nice chunks of sausage in the cornbread dressing. Just like this. Let's transfer this over to our buttered grease dish. I'm not overflowing it too much. If it doesn't fit, then I'll just add some of it to a different pan. Bake this in the oven at 370 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes, and this is our result. Don't forget to hit that subscription button. Give this video a like. Let me know if you like the regular cornbread dressing or you like the cornbread dressing with meat, strictly veggies, and also you could check out my recipe for cornbread dressing down below. Let me know if you prefer cornbread dressing or you prefer the regular bread dressing. You can check out the recipe for this in the description box. Thank you for joining. See you on another good day for another great recipe.